Good evening, all friends. I'm Dr. Rajamahendran here. We are having a different type of interview. I don't want to have a conventional interview like where did you study, what material did you study, how do you feel about our question paper, our coaching institute, like that. I don't want a repeated interview because I'm very much bored about such type of interviews for more than 5-6 years. And I feel the interview should be beneficial for the students who are going to watch the interview, and it should be making them get motivated for the preparation. So that's the plan of the interview. So here we are going to have three important students. They volunteered themselves. Actually, very rarely some students get themselves volunteering for some motivation sessions. So I'm very happy that Dr. Ritesh Anand, Dr. Parth, and Dr. Saurish Mukherjee are all coming for giving their views on their preparation, how to prepare, and how they got into this seat. They are going to give a clear-cut idea about all these things. Let us start with Dr. Ritesh Anand. He is a fresher who completed recently from Bellary, Karnataka, from WIMS Institute. It's a government college. He's an extraordinary student. He has got the first rank in the first attempt itself in NEET PG also. Same NEET SS also he has got completely. So he has not seen a tough period of that PG preparation or SS preparation. I'm very happy, Ritesh Anand. Please welcome Ritesh Anand. He has got rank 131 in the zero attempt. Immediately after completing the exam, he has got an extraordinary rank. Please welcome. Ritesh Anand, please introduce about yourself.
Thank you, sir. So I'm Dr. Ritesh Anand, sir, from Bangalore.
Yeah, one second. Dr. Saurish also has come. Please welcome Dr. Saurish. Welcome, Saurish. Welcome. So we are starting with Dr. Ritesh Anand. He's going to give his views on preparation and all. Yeah, please tell me, Ritesh.
Yes, sir. I'm from Bangalore, basically, sir. In 2013, I started my MBBS, sir, from MBJ Medical College, Bangalore, sir. So 2013 to 19, I have done, sir. From 19 to 22, I have done PG from WIMS Bellary, sir, the government institute, sir. Like, and now that's it, sir. So like basically preparation was mainly like in the first 2 years in between, like after the first year of residency, we had this COVID wave, right, sir? So like till my third year, almost till this year, March, we had just 2 batches working, sir. So that was, we had to manage both our COVID duties and COVID patients and along with the surgical stuff also, sir. So it was quite hectic till then, sir. So I think like since 2020-21, around December, it was like I got a little free time, sir. So I started making notes of your videos, sir, initially. So I had taken doc tutorials, sir. So if I had 1 to 2 hours per day time, I used to make notes out of your videos, sir. So like till around March, I was just like making notes, sir. So anyway, in this May, I had my exam, sir. So I had to read textbook also, sir. I started reading textbook also. So for the first time, I started reading semester in this February, sir, actually. So as you kept,
okay.
Yes, sir. And as you kept telling us, reminding me that like for GI submission, like supposed to be read for GI surgery mainly, it is a really good book. So like in 40-45 days, I read GI surgery twice or thrice, sir, in from Feb to March, in that period, sir. And like by the end of April, around I had completed 60 to 70% of submission, sir.
Okay.
And initially, and for my main exams, even the general part I had done from Bailey and Law, sir.
Okay.
And like my exam was on May 7th, sir. So in AIMS, like 23rd April, I had an AIMS exam, sir. So I wanted to know like where do I stand before giving a NEET PG. I wanted to know a rough idea, sir. Okay. So in that I had got around 40-41, sir.
Nice, very good.
So I was among the 100-105 in that range I had got to, sir, in AIMS. So I was like, I was thinking it's going in the right track, sir. So then after my results came, one good thing happened was there was a postponement of exams, sir. So I thought it would mainly be in June, sir.
Yeah.
So I thought I had limited time, but since there was a postponement, actually post exams and results, I ended up wasting around 1 month, sir. I didn't do much, sir. I went on a couple of trips and ended up wasting post MS, sir. And actually, I had come for your T&D class, sir.
Okay.
I think in July 3, 4, 5, 6. I think July you had a class, sir.
Okay.
So yes, sir. I just wanted to know like how good the other people are and where I stand among the competition, sir. But actually, after day 1 or day 2, on the third day, I couldn't sit in the class, sir, because all of them were answering almost all the questions. I was like, I don't know so many stuff. Like it's really hard, sir. But you kept, after the class, I came and spoke to you, sir. But you told there are next 2 months for you to cover up. If you keep working harder next 2 months, definitely you will get a decent rank, sir. That was the only motto I thought, sir. Because compared to other people in the class, I felt I was not up to that level to answer all the questions, sir. the like other people used to answer even with the percentages of complications and also. That was pretty nerve-wracking that time, sir, actually.
Okay, that is
So
right.
after the class, then I spoke to you for 10-15 minutes after the class, sir. He just motivated me saying that it's okay, 2 months of good preparation will definitely like at least get you a decent rank. Might not be a seat, but it'll give it a try because it's a new pattern. So it'll be useful. Fresher, you'll be a fresher. You'll just be useful. So in next 2 months, what I've done is I've just taken whatever notes I had made from your book, sir. I just revised those notes, sir. And then like my juniors had helped me in cutting all the tables. They had made 2 PDFs, sir. One from Berry Law and one from Subistan. They had cut all the images and PDFs, sir, into separate these things, and they had made a book out of it, sir, for me.
That's great.
My juniors had helped, sir. So
you have put so much of hard work.
I had
you have put so much of hard work. It doesn't look like zero attempt. You are preparing for more than 1 year with so much of efforts and all those things. Great, Ritesh.
Not exactly 1 year, sir.
You wanted to get a seat in the first attempt.
I didn't want to waste a year, sir, at any cost.
Okay, that's great, Ritesh. That's great.
Like
nice.
Same thing, I had a photo, sir. I have not wasted a year for PG, and I didn't want to waste another year for SS also, sir. So actually, the like first time I touched books was in December, sir. December last year. Since then, till March 31st, they made us work, sir. Like we only on the 1st April, they reviewed. Only 1 month time we had for exams, sir. Okay. So I was scared to go all in preparation for NEET PG, sir, because I was scared of my exams also because I had to write a theory paper, sir. So I had to balance. So I had to balance both, sir.
You got highest mark in theory there?
Not actually, sir.
So you are more oriented towards PG entrance.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to clear the theory, but I wanted a seat in SS, sir.
Great, Ritesh. We'll come back to you, Ritesh. Nice talking.
Yes.
Hi, Dr. Parth, he got 80th rank, an extraordinary rank, 80th rank in this NEET SS, and he was actually preparing. He got married, and he was preparing after marriage for exactly 4 months. He was sincerely preparing. He completed last year, 2021. But he was not preparing for a few months. He was working as SR and he got married and he actually prepared for 4 months. So this is for very important. Dr. Parth is an important role model for people to know. You can get married. Marriage is not a hindrance for SS getting a seat. Another important thing, just 4 months of sincere preparation can crack you an extraordinary rank if you just prepare for 4 months. Now he will give his ideas about the preparation. Please welcome, Parth. You can introduce about yourself and you can tell your preparation.
Yes, sir. I would first like to congratulate my other colleagues also, Savesh and Ritesh, for getting such nice ranks. And I would really from the bottom of my heart like to thank the faculty of Doc Tutorials, Dr. Rajamahendran, Dr. Balaji Raman, Dr. Venkatesh, Dr. SSK, Dr. Rahul, Dr. Pradeep, Dr. Karthikeyan. We really owe a lot to all of you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I think Ritesh has covered in depth, like how we start UG. Even I did not take a break here during my in between UG and PG. But after PG, there was a time because, as he said, there was COVID. We were not able to prepare with good efforts during our 3 years of MS. I decided to take a break because I was going to get married in December 21. Until April, I was serving the bond as a SR in Nair Hospital under Dr. Satish Dhara. I was getting very good work. The unit was doing good work in surgical gastro and surgical oncology. So there was always, like I never felt like leaving the SR post. I was getting tempted to continue because I was getting a lot of work, hands-on work. But then I spoke to other consultants, I listened to seniors, and I was motivated by your lectures. You had conducted one Sabiston 21st edition.
Recent updates. Yes.
So I got motivated by that, and I saw the need for MCH in the future. Maybe in the next 10 years, it's going to be the norm of the day. So I decided to quit the job and sit at home and then prepare seriously for 4 months. So in this 4 months, what I did, sir, was basically make one base book. I decided to make that base book daily. It can be Sabiston, it can be short for other people. But I stuck to your lectures, your videos, right from GI surgery to general surgery, everything. I was sadly not able to touch plastics, CVTS and ortho in detail. Though we are not expected to do ortho, it was definitely asked this time, a few questions here and there. And those were the questions which actually decided the rankers, the top rankers. So I did that. Along with that, sir, I did your MCQs, the question bank. Yes. I've covered almost 3/4 of that, and then your leaderboard test. So those leaderboard tests slowly gave me confidence. I used to come 40th, sometimes 30th, then sometimes 20th. Then there were 2 times I was in top 20. So again, it made me feel as if I'm on the right track. And lastly, the Telegram and the WhatsApp group, which was always active, and you were always there along with you, the other faculty also. Very prompt to answer. Dr. Balaji Raman sir, I remember, used to answer our doubts till late night. Finally, what happens, sir, on that last day, it's a game of 2.5 hours. So you can't determine who comes first, who comes second, who comes 200. But overall, I feel that even a dedicated approach of around 4 to 5 months, you tend to speed up in the last 2 months. That is what I have noticed. Maybe I could have gone faster in the first 2 months, finished off your lectures, and then just kept on revising as much as possible. And that can definitely yield a good answer.
Thank you. Thank you, Parth. Nice. You have given an extraordinary overview for the students. We'll come back to you, Parth. Now we welcome the most awaited Dr. Saurish sir. Dr. Saurish from Safdarjung Hospital, Delhi. So he's a first attempt. Again, he is a zero attempt, just completed PG and he has just joined immediately. Please introduce about yourself and you can tell about how you prepared for this NEET SS.
First of all, good evening, everybody. And I was really shocked to got this rank. Actually, suddenly the result came. I was sleeping that time, and somebody else told me the result is out, and it was a shock. Like, it was shocking, such a shocking news to me. Opened it, I was literally shaking. I was shaking. Then I opened it and I saw the rank. Then I obviously informed my parents and friends and all. And I got the things in all the friends and all who appeared also with me. So first of all, I would thank the team Dr. Real and team RRM Next for helping us out, like for everything, each and everything. I am such a I like really owe everything to you guys, sir. And obviously, I want to congratulate all the other toppers also, my friends as well, and Dr. Ritesh and Dr. Parth as well. And like sir, my preparation was a little bit different from Dr. Ritesh and Dr. Parth actually, sir. So actually, what happened? I did my UG MBBS from Kolkata Medical College, and their internship was very hectic. So eventually, I could not crack in the first attempt. So I attempted in the next year actually. So I got a good rank in NEET PG also. That time also I followed your classes in RRMs. That time also, 6 years and all the books. So after that, I got into VMC. So actually, what happened in VMC first year is very hectic. I mean, you do not get to sleep as well. So it's very hectic. So in the first year, it went by that only. I did not touch almost no books at all. Now what happened? The end of first year of COVID strike. Then what happened actually? One of my seniors from my unit also got a very good rank in AIMS GI surgery. Initially, I was a Euro aspirant, but the moment I started operating in second year onwards and starting opening abdomen and handling bowels, obstruction and all, then suddenly it changed from Euro to GI surgery. Yeah. So
it happens.
So yeah, and the most shocking part was everybody used to get scared of liver, touching liver, going around liver. Whenever it is liver, okay, stay away from it and just do as little as possible and come out and do something else. Ask some help. So that liver also, HPP specifically, got me interested into GI surgery more and more. So during the second year also, again, some few seniors cracked good ranks. Specifically, one of my senior actually for the same unit got a very good rank in AIMS. So after that, I started actually preparing. I came to know about doctor and all. I actually started with my preparation as GI surgery aspirant and specifically GI part from Shackleton and Bloomgard. So initial 3-4 months, it went by that only. Like I prepared from those books, your notes, your classes and notes. Then suddenly the new pattern changed. Then also what happened, within 3-4 months time, I had my university exam also. Then I shifted my pattern to reading only Bailey and Love and Seviston. And I made sure that I read line by line from Seviston. Every line from Seviston, not only GI, also the general part, some specialty areas also I read from Seviston only. Dr. Balaji sir's class helped me a lot, as well Dr. Venkatesh sir's class in urology specifically. And you always, sir. So I had some other faculties class, like some classes on transplant. Those are very nicely explained in new pattern. You're under Dr. Very nicely explained. Very nicely. Also, so this is how it happened. Now, before 1 month and all, I started preparing only for the university exam. After it got over, and as Dr. Ritesh said, I also spent about a month thinking nothing, roaming around here and there. Then suddenly it got delayed. Then, sir, one more thing. Just after my exam, there was a 4-day revision T&D class at DE. So I attended that. And I'm so thankful. I am thankful to God and everybody that I attended that. Okay. And what happened actually is that during the class, I had a lot of people sitting around me, but as I was a fresher, so I could attempt a lot of questions and I could answer a lot of questions. That gave me a lot of the motivation
Confidence.
also. That gave me confidence also that I can actually crack it. Then after the class, I took some leave for 15 days and I started back again. This time around, I started preparing for the specialty actually, like CTVS, neurosurgery, plastic. I read thoroughly and also I saw all the videos from Sebastian.
Okay.
So that's how I created my notes also. So it took about 1.5 months. So then suddenly the date got announced, like 45 days only it's left. Then I had to make a kind of revision schedule for myself.
Okay.
Revised it once or twice, some areas maybe thrice, and the day came and it all happened, sir.
Okay. Nice hearing, sir. Just a few random fast questions from all of you. Ritesh, how many times did you read Sebastian? How many times? Sebastian.
Sir, GI part I've read around thrice, sir. And I've read around 80% of Sebastian, sir. The remaining I just read once.
General part, did you read Sebastian first 500 pages, the most dry area? Have you read that?
No, sir. I've just gone through your videos, sir. So I'm not read Sebastian.
Okay.
General part is completely from Bailey, sir.
Okay, Dr. Path, did you read Sebastian or only read Bailey and Love and kept it with that?
So as I said, the base book was Bailey and Love, but I had read Sebastian during my MS preparation.
Okay.
But that was the previous edition, so I could not go back and now read a new book altogether. So I stuck to your videos because your videos had everything covered from Sebastian.
Okay.
And I made notes from them, so it was covered.
Okay. Dr. Saurish, how many times did you go through Sebastian?
Sir, I would like to give a detailed answer here, obviously, because initially I also read Bailey and Love, general, perioperative, and trauma. Okay. Trauma was quite okay, but the perioperative care I felt like I could read more because in my unit, specifically my unit chief used to stress a lot on perioperative care and complication and management and ICU care. So those are two sections of Sebastian I read thoroughly, sir. One was critical care, surgical critical care chapter is there, and second section was perioperative care, except the geriatrics part. So those two I read at least 2-3 times, and general Sebastian sir I read almost except 2-3 chapters I read, sir.
Okay.
Sir, actually, special thanks to Pradeep sir, because he has made the general part Sebastian dry, which is very simple, sir.
Yeah, I brought Pradeep specifically for that topic because he specialized in that taking general topics. And did you take notes, Ritesh? Did you take any notes of yourself? Are you having any notes with you, preparing notes during the preparation?
No, sir. Like I was a JS surgery aspirant, so I had taken JS surgery notes initially, and remaining notes I had just had the printout, sir. Like I just read from the printout only, sir.
Printouts only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Path, did you write and keep any notes with you, or you only prepare from the materials?
No, so I took down notes. I started off with GI because initially I was preparing for surgical gastroenterology. So I used to see your videos and make notes. But when time was limited, then I used your PDFs. Then I used to work on my iPad and edit on that.
Okay. Dr. Saurish, did you have the habit of writing notes? Material contents notes?
Not much, sir. Actually, not much. I am a person who reads the book again and again, mark every year and there. So I used to take down some points. If you're in lecture, you're giving some extra points from Shackle but I used to write it down in the book itself, sir.
Yeah.
So that is how my Sebastian was my go-to book for everything.
Yeah. Please tell me, Path.
Which is saying the right thing, sir. What I felt was that reading it again and again will make more difference than just writing something, keeping it, and maybe reading it once. So I think that is the right way to go for it.
And sir, I still remember you motivating us with a specific line that now 45 days you should read Sebastian, you should sleep with Sebastian, and you should eat Sebastian also. Every time you should read Sebastian. And you open the book even once and you read one line and you get one question.
You know what actually happened? I'm telling every aspirant to read Sebastian. I was very much scared until the day of the question paper exam day, because I was very much worried whether the question paper will come from some other Shackelford and from super specialty people books, and the students will come and scold me. Sir, you told Sebastian, no question came. I am very happy at least 70% of the questions came from Sebastian directly. Direct lines 70% and at least 20% from Bailey and Love. I used to always tell Bailey is basic. Without reading Bailey, you should not come out as a surgeon. You should be thorough with the Bailey. After that, you can read anything. And Sebastian is a very important book for this entrance. And we had a doubt whether some questions will come from SWATs and we will be into trouble. Luckily, only 7 questions from general part came from SWATs. Otherwise, SWATs also was very, very less.
I would like to say one more thing, sir. Add one more thing.
Please add.
Sir, our plastic surgery faculty, Dr. Vijay, sir.
Dr. Vijay,
he made us made us so well acquainted, because I am not so good in plastic surgery, frankly speaking. So
everyone will be
so
bad in
with-
plastic, Suresh. Everyone will be bad in plastic.
so
Not only you.
what he made us to, like, he explained the flaps and all in such a good way, sir. I mean, it was so fundamentally correct, correct. So, and there was a lot of questions, those flap questions were there, visual,
Okay.
picture oriented questions. So those are such a fact based, but you should know the understanding. You should have the understanding of what is the blood vessel underlying going. So
Correct.
that was very helpful, sir. That Vijay's
Okay.
lectures was very helpful.
Thank you, Suresh. And another important question I want to ask you next is, I used to see so many online companies are coming related to this question bank. I always tell the students not to read the question bank because there will not be direct repeats. Always be strong in the theory, But I see so many question banks have come now in the market because previously it was not there related to SS. Now, after these SS exams came into act, many question banks are available. So I want you to be genuine. Not this is not a marketing session or anything. Whatever you feel is good, you can always tell. If you have not read the question bank also, you can tell. Please, Ritesh, please tell whatever question banks you have used.
The question bank I had used search test question bank.
Okay.
I had solved around 60% of like the GA when I gave GA exam, sir. I had solved the entire GA part, sir.
Very
But
good.
after the change of pattern, I had solved around 50-60% of general pattern, sir. Where I was weak, I had solved those stuff, sir. That's all.
Anything else questions you keep on? How much time you will spend on question banks? You'll be spending more time or just for half an hour?
No, sir. Like before sleeping around like one and a half hours, or maybe just before sleeping at night, I used to just go through questions, some like 100 questions per day, sir.
Okay.
One or two modules I used to go through, like the topic which I didn't know, sir, which I was weak at.
You are weak.
So which are strong GA surgery, I had skipped, not done those, sir. Like the other things like CTVS and vascular, I've done those, and general part I've done, sir. That's all.
Okay. Dr. Parth, how about the question banks? Peppers, have you ever used any question banks or anything else?
So I stuck to your question bank and the search test question bank. So
Okay.
them, what I used to do, I used to read Bailey. Then I used to solve the question bank. I used to try to target like at least one chapter per day.
Okay.
Particular set. Read Bailey, solve the question bank, and then move on to your videos.
Okay.
And the videos used to cover whatever is left. So the search test question bank used to be more from Bailey. That is what I had noticed. And there were a few questions from Sadistic. And in topics like thyroid, they used to take from Schwartz.
Okay.
So those added questions, and as Ritesh said, I never stressed on them, just used to go reading through it. There used to be a small explanation after that. Same thing for your question bank also, but I thought the doc tutorial question bank was very much in depth.
Okay.
So when it came to organs like liver, or when it came to organs like stomach, questions were there from Shackelford, from Bloomgart. Sometimes it used to be a bit overwhelming, but sometimes the whatever knowledge is there, it sticks in your brain. So I think it was definitely helpful.
Okay. Dr. Saurish, have you ever entered in question banks?
Again, sir, not much. Again, sir, actually did not get so much time. In the last 1 month, 1.5 months, sir, I used actually. In some part I used docututorial, some part I used again search test as well. But it was mostly going through, again, as I'm telling, stressing again, I used to prefer reading the text again and again, sir, not many MCQ.
You believe more in text.
Because sir, most of the MCQ banks, I find it a little bit skewed. Like some are skewed towards more of Vigila questions, some are like too much of into Bloomgart and Shackelford. And nothing actually focused too much into actually Sebastian's work, which was actually important for us.
Okay.
So again, for facts and all, I read the books mainly, sir.
Okay. Very good, Suresh. Dr. Ritesh, what seat you are going to plan? What specialty you are going to take this year? Ritesh?
Surgical gastro, sir.
Surgical gastro. Parth, yourself?
Surgical gastro.
So, Haurish?
Same, sir.
All of you are planning for only surgical gastro. So, there's going to be a tough combat. I used to tell surgical gastro. I always tell the students preparing for a NEET SS, if you are interested in surgical gastro, the number of seats is least in surgical gastro. You have to put your effort, and you should not wait for years. Even if you don't get, you have to prepare again. Because I prepared 5 times for surgical gastro because we had only 4 seats in Tamil Nadu. All the 4 seats will be taken by service candidate during my time. And so I joined service and I prepared because of getting the seat. I joined service and got it into service. So Ritesh, what will you do if you have not got a rank this year? What would you have done if you have not got a rank by this exam? Just a hypothetical question. What do you have done?
Well, anyway, like I had started my SRship, sir. So I would continue my SRship and probably prepare for next INICET or next year.
Okay. Dr. Parth, what you would have done if you have not got a seat this year?
Sir, in Maharashtra again, I have my UG and my PG bond left. So only 7.5 months of the bond was done. Would
Okay.
have continued, and I had already got a head start, so would have studied simultaneously, and next
And
attempt would have been a possible attempt.
Okay, okay. Dr. Saurish, what about you? What you would have done?
So probably I would have gone for ionized SS system.
Upcoming INI set. Okay, okay. So you will be. What do you think we should prepare by without working anywhere, or should we work and prepare sideways? Which is better? You feel? All of you, Ratish, what do you feel about it?
Sir, definitely. At last 3 months, you need dedicated preparation, sir. Even going for morning rounds for 1 hour is going to break your rhythm, sir. So
Yeah.
probably I feel like last 2 to 3 months at least, we need to put in hours to stay in the race, sir. Otherwise, we'll just lag behind, sir. Because
Yeah.
once we go out, we'll not have the same focus again, sir. So I
Yeah.
feel that's the important.
Dr. Pathi, what do you feel about working and reading, or without working you have to read?
So when you are working, what I feel this current pattern of NEET SS, which is applied for this year, is very beneficial to the freshers
Yes.
to give their MS exam, because they have to anyway study everything for their MS. So if you are oriented right from 3 years, then maybe studying while you're working might be possible. But if at all you wake up like me suddenly and you realize that you have to give NCH, then there is no alternative to just take a break, sit at home, gather. Because as I said, sir, in the first 2 months, you don't pick up pace. You pick up pace in the last 2 months only. So you need those 3-4 months of dedicated studies, and then it's possible.
That's great. Saurish, what about you? What do you feel about it?
Again, sir, I feel if I have to advise one of my juniors,
Yeah.
or any of the juniors, then I would say that plan for 0th attempt, because I personally believe this is the best attempt one can have. And because last 6-7, or depending on the college, maybe 4-5 months, you anyway will be reading in depth of the entire answer, and there is nothing better option than cracking that in the first attempt. And also, and I would like to advise the juniors that please go through the entire Alien Love and semester, and do not skip the city waste, thoracic, plastic, those dry areas, and especially general civil. And if you are not actually into this, please go through the videos at least, and make yourself give a head start. That's also
very important. Yes, this is very important, because this interview is made for the sole purpose for the postgraduates preparing all over the country to know one important thing, that it is possible to get a seat immediately. Immediately after finishing the MS, it is possible to get a seat. Actually, this is good in future, because so much of energy sources waited for PG preparation. You know very well. Energy,
yes.
more than 1.5 lakh students are wasting their time in the PG preparation. Again and again and again, I'm seeing students preparing 3rd year, 4th year. Such things should not happen for NEET SS. So it should be in such a way, you finish MS surgery in 0 attempt or maximum first attempt, you should crack and go out and settle in a specialty you like. That is what should happen in future. Otherwise, waste of time, unwanted stress. Many students I'm seeing, they are delaying the marriage. Girls, there are so many girls, they are delaying the marriage for getting a super specialty seat, etc., etc. This and all should not happen. So that is the main purpose of this interview. And definitely, you guys have made extraordinary points related to the preparation. And I request you all to make one important sentence, anything you want to tell for the juniors, so that they will be preparing sincerely for their future exams. And many students are attending, around 24 students are attending the session online, and some of them are attending in the YouTube. So any doubts or any queries others participants have, you can always ask here. You can post in the chat, or you can even unmute yourself and ask. Before that, let us ask the last motivating line from Ritesh, Parth, and Saurish, because they are extraordinary achievers. They have got the seat in a short time because of their hard work and their knowledge. It's more important here is more than the hard work, it's the knowledge. The knowledge they have built up from the day one of joining MS General Surgery has made them get the seat, apart from their hard work. So this intelligence is more important in getting NEET SS exam in future. So please, Ritesh, what do you want to tell to the juniors related to the
Yes, sir. Actually, you had given one more advice in the preparation phase, sir. Like, you make a small group of 3 to 4 people, and we can discuss, sir. So we had made me along with my SRs, sir.
Okay.
A couple of SRs, like with them, we had made a small, like all those group of 4, sir. So we should discuss 10 questions every day at around 7 to 8 o'clock. We should discuss 10 questions every day, sir.
Nice, that's great.
So that way, actually, over a period of 1.5 months, in the last, like on the day of the exam, I was just going through my WhatsApp group, sir. Like at least more than 5 to 10 questions came straight from the group, sir. So like even that advice from you had helped a lot, sir. So like, and then about the advice to juniors is like they have to, from second year, like better start reading Bailey and Substance, sir. there's nothing which can substitute Bailey and subdistant, sir.
Okay.
So like whatever the thing, the Bailey and subdistant is going to solve all the issues. That's all. And make notes and follow your advice. Stick to one coaching institute, whichever is it, which you trust and which is trustworthy, and just stick to it. And along with the textbooks, you follow them, sir. For the guidance.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Ritesh. You are absolutely correct. This group preparation is very important. It will motivate us until the exam time. We'll be more motivated as a team. If we prepare alone, we get in between, we get depression, we get stress. We may think whether we'll get a seat. That and all will not happen if we have a group of preparation. Because in our group, small group, among the 4 numbers, if you are good, we will be having confidence. We can definitely crack the exam. So very good advice.
Yes, sir. Yes,
thank you. Dr. Path, please, your advice for the juniors preparing for the exam.
So this exam, first of all, the people who are going to appear, they need to realize whether they want to do MCH or they don't want to do MCH. Once they decide they want to do MCH, they have to start preparing very seriously, either from second year, third year, whenever they realize. Secondly, sir, what I found was that reading an entire book of Sabiston or Bailey on the last day or 2 days before or 3 days before is not possible. You have to make certain last minute points or last minute notes, which you can just flip through a day before your exam. Third thing, what I found while giving the exam was there were a couple of questions which were absolutely very easy. And you tend to make those mistakes, and then that keeps on playing on your head because it's a matter of 2.5 hours. You can definitely make silly errors. Those errors should be eliminated and try to make it as least as possible. And lastly, I feel even if at all there is failure, then there is no problem. I think one more attempt is always justified. Anything can happen on that particular day. On my marks today, sir, there are at least, I think, 5 students who are there on my marks today. So there is clustering of people after one particular marks. So their ranks automatically go behind. Sometimes you don't get the seat that you want. But I think don't get disheartened. You will definitely get it the next time.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. Please, Dr. Sarush, please tell your ideas. Advice to juniors.
So what I previously said, I would like to add to that does not matter you are getting very tired after the duty or you are having back-to-back emergencies, because we often have that. But my advice would be to be consistent. There is nothing better thing than being consistent, because even if you get to half an hour, please try and open the iPad if you have the one, or open your iPhone or phone and read something. 10 lines to read. If you're getting some time, you sleep for some time, then you should be thinking of getting a rank. Now, one thing what helped me, as I'm telling, that previously it used to be big like dilemma, like should I do ortho, onco, or should I do GI, or shall I go and do urology? Now, since this pattern has come up, you don't have to think about that. What should I do and what should I not? You just read your general surgery, you read through the books, basic books and suggestions and words, and give a go. And I think that should be my advice, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sarush. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much, because you all would have been busy and you will be trying to enjoy the last few days before joining your SS. And you all know very well already, it is like again doing a CRRI. MCH will not be so easy. It will be like again going back to not your PG days. It will be going back to your house agency, like running here from blood bank. We have to collect the blood bank results. Everything will start back again. And in between that, I'm happy that you all came for the interview. So thank you so much, Dr. Ritesh. Thank you so much, Dr. Pal, Dr. Saurish. Thank you so much. Definitely, this video is going to be shared in all the groups. Students are going to get very much utilized. And the purpose of this interview, number one, first point, PG students, MS postgraduates or DNP postgraduates, please don't think MCH is not something not reachable. Around 40 to 50 students who got rank in the first 100 or first attempt people. First attempt in the sense they got within 1 year or less than 1 year. So therefore, never think about it. Number two, those who are preparing for long period, this exam was actually a gambling game for you, because you had so much of hard work. You prepared gastro or onco, something you prepared in depth. But no question came from that, and these are all basic surgery questions which you might have not been remembering after so many years. Definitely, you now know the pattern. You can now modify your preparation. Definitely, you can crack next year. So don't worry. I'm seeing so many students messaging, "Sir, I did very well. My rank went 1,700, 1,800." Don't worry. All those ranks went because of these people. You can see these are freshers. These are fresh brains with the extraordinary intelligence. The paper was according to them. So definitely the next year paper is also going to be the same. So you modify your preparation next year. You can always crack the exam. So number three, Don't delay anything in life. Not only marriage, not only your settlement. Some people will be planning for some other, buying a property or building a hospital. This is not an inhibition. You can do everything and you can prepare sideways. So preparation per day needed is just 4 hours from now onwards. From today onwards up to next November, just 3-4 hours you read per day. Nothing more than that. You can work at present. Last 3-4 months, you just take a full break, because it's a game of gambling. I'm telling you, this is a game of gambling. Last 3 months, the effort is going to be more beneficial. So in the last 3 months, you should put your full effort. And those who have not got your rank, so as Dr. Parth told, it is only some 4 or 5 questions you would have been more than 500 rank. Just first rank and 500 rank will have only some 20 questions difference. 10 to 20 questions maximum will be the difference. So just remember, you are not bad. Your time is bad. That's all. You are not bad. Your time is bad. And definitely your time will work out and you will crack the exam with extraordinary marks, and you will be coming next year for interview with me. And thank you all so much. And this is not a marketing session. This is just a session for motivating the juniors. Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Ritesh. Thank you, Dr. Parth. Thank you, Dr. Suresh. Nice meeting you all.